Greetings, greetings, grace and peace, beloved. It's your boy Jah'Preme, coming from the southeast corner of the map of the United States, Jacksonville, Florida. And that's just what I want to discuss tonight. Jacksonville, Florida. Better known to some as Duval County. Locals call it the Bangum. But tonight, it's time that the true story about Jacksonville be told. I don't really want to get into the history of the name of the city and all of that bullshit because we all know that this is the redneck's paradise. The redneck flourishes here and his children flourish here. This is their paradise, this is their riches, this is their gold mine. The niggas are only in place to make the rednecks richer. Corrupt is not even a relevant word to describe the disgust that's going on in Jacksonville, and that has been going on in Jacksonville for many years. From the 80s, 70s, 60s. It's just stories that just get, and truths that get swept up under the rug, and it's like, the niggas here don't really care because they're busy trying to feed their family, or they're in the bullshit and the drama that was created to keep them distracted, or shit, they working with the rednecks. So the niggas, they really lost. You know, the ones that's not busy trying to feed their family or get money, shit, they're in the bullshit and the drama, caught up in the rapture. But let me shed a little light to those of you who are outside of Jacksonville, who are just now becoming familiar with Jacksonville, or thinking about moving to Jacksonville, or you just wanted to know more about Jacksonville outside of the music, and you're far away and you're not really familiar with the politics, which is not the, I don't want to use the word politics or the structure of the city, right? This city, I mean, you have black people that prosper here. It's not made for black people to prosper or to have power. This is a city, if you're black and you become too powerful and you're not with the other side, the rednecks, they will boot you out of town real quick. They will do you dirty real quick. Just ask those who got too much power and they weren't even really power tripping, but the rednecks here are power tripping. And the niggas that they have in place are so hateful towards their own race of people that it's like, wow. Starting with the sheriff. We have a black sheriff, currently a black sheriff. If you know his name, you know his name. How are you the sheriff of the city? And we never see you, bro. We never see you. It's more niggas getting locked up under your rule, under what's the word I'm looking for? Under your power from taking oath, that when we have white sheriffs. More niggas getting locked up under your rule than when we have white sheriffs. More RICOs getting passed out, more gang discoveries, all this bullshit, man. Listen, it was going on when we had white sheriff, but you just like, it's like you're trying to make Massa proud, bro. And you know, that's your job at the end of the day, man, but you're the sheriff. At least Nat Glover tried to clean it up. You know what I'm saying? And he was in the neighborhood. Nat Glover, he was door to door shaking hands. In the trenches. Where were you? You have more violent, aggressive white police officers under your rule than I ever seen. I ain't never seen this much police brutality under rule openly. I'm talking about openly, knowingly recorded and put on the news. We been knew that police brutality been going on here, but under your rule, bro, it's just like wide open in your face. It's recorded. You letting niggas' faces get beat, swollen, and then you publicize it on the news to get picked up by other newspapers, and these motherfuckers is making money off of this. That's the thing y'all don't understand. Those news publications, it's just like a book publication. When a book gets publicized, it gets sold. They're selling these news stories. The sad part about it is these are non-fiction stories that anyone and everyone knows about. I can't say it's more murders under your rule because it's kind of, it's bad, but it's not. I mean, it's typical bad. It's not out of control bad like 2007, 2008. Those 2 years alone was crazy. 2009 was crazy. It kind of calmed down 2010, but then it turned back up like 2011, 2012. So on that tip, I can't say it's been more murders under your rule, but dog, what's your agenda for real? What's your true purpose? And I don't want to hear that protect to serve bullshit. Who are you protecting and who are you serving? It's like they're using you to do all the dirty work. They're washing your hands with your black blood, bro, and you letting it happen. You the sheriff of this city, and you can't even contain the conduct of your officers, bro. How you gonna let another race of people, I don't care what job, what their civilian duties and all that, listen, they signed up for that. How are you letting white cops be assigned to black neighborhoods and letting these cops just harass us, beat us, and talk to us any kind of way, bro? How? As a black sheriff, you letting that, you sitting back and letting this shit happen, bro? And regardless of, whether you're a black or a white sheriff, wrong is wrong. I mean, bro, sing that song to somebody else. How in the hell, as a black man, you have all these white officers causing destruction? They're actually causing more destruction than what's really going on. Don't give me that bullshit about gangs and this, and that, because that can be stopped. And I can prove it to you that can be stopped. And when I say that could be stopped, I'm not talking about, locking them up and, you know how y'all do. I don't have to go into detail about that. How do you let these officers work in zones that are majority black, knowing that they are white? Most of them had no interaction with black kids growing up or black families. Most of their families do not even like black people, and you know it. They walk around with their muscle shirts on, tattoos. The streets know who these officers are, and you allow them to still cause destruction, harass people. I don't give a listen. They have no right. And I'm not even talking about as officers, I'm talking about as humans. First of all, they have no right as humans to enforce or uphold laws that were made by other humans with the objective of abusing and beating other humans. That's not what the law is for. First of all, your law is a bunch of bullshit. Man's laws are a bunch of bullshit. They all have agendas, and you profit from all of those agendas. That's what those laws are in place for. And then that's bad enough. But then when you get to the point where you feel like it's okay to have another nation of people enforcing our neighborhoods, bro, why we don't see more black officers? And I ain't even getting to the black officers in this city. We all know. And the streets know this. It's dinner conversation. It's well known what's going on. And you do not stop this shit, bro. You don't try to stop it. None of this. You're a black sheriff. And if you cannot stop it, and even if they fire you, you can bring awareness to this. You can bring the type of awareness to this problem. It might not all the way be stopped, but you can be more stern and more strict with your officers. You know how many times growing up I seen white officers in our neighborhoods just rough niggas up and just beating them up on the strip, taking their money, taking their dope, boom, shoot. Half of them, they don't even arrest them, they just beat them up, put hands on, y'all good for that. It's just like, and the ones they don't put hands on, you know, they're going to the gunplay. They're going straight to the spray. They're going straight to the batons. And you just sit back and let this shit happen, bro. As a black man, bro, you don't feel nothing in your heart wrong with that? Nothing? Not even a little bit of empathy, bro? To the point where, at least if you don't really care, which we know is just a job and, you know, an advancement on your resume. We know this. We know how the politics are. It's a business. We get it. But you can at least act like you care. I mean, act like you care. At least the white sheriffs acted like they care. Nat Glover, deep down in my heart, I think he really did care. You know, there's certain subject matters that he couldn't really speak on, or certain activities he couldn't get his hands too deep into. Okay, cool. But you saw him out. He was giving money for guns. People were turning guns in. He was getting guns out the street from people who were robbing everyday working people, or, you know, people who were kids, basically, who were on the streets playing with guns. I call it playing with guns, even though we know they were spinning the band, doing all this shit going on in Jacksonville. It's not new. This shit been going on. We know they were spinning the band, shooting at niggas or whatever have you. But my point is, he tried to seize as much as he could. It's like, bro, it's just getting worse with you. Yeah, the homicide rate went down, but everything else went up. People don't even want to go outdoors in this city. And the people you do see out, the typical crowd, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. People don't go out like they used to, bro. Because either one or two things going to happen. Bullets going to start flying, or JSO going to start harassing people. And it's the same reason every time. It's the same reasons every time. But you know this goes on. You see what I'm saying? You know that this type of activity and this type of things go on. And I'm not talking about the streets. I'm talking about with your officers. It's crazy. I mean, bro, the position you in, I mean, I just admit it. The reason why you getting more niggas out the street, especially the young ones, which that's been going on too for a minute. The only reason why, because I said before, it's a business. JSO is a business. And right now, you're the CEO. the commissioner is the mayor, and you're just the face in place. You're the puppet, and the mayor's the puppet master. We get it. But all this in the name of gentrification, bro. That's the main reason. All this in the name of gentrification. Because we know that's the main reason why. Look at our neighborhoods, all these houses we're building. White people residing in neighborhoods that you never thought you would see a white face in. It's scary. But this is what you're doing, this in the name of gentrification. They slide you a few tokens, give you 5 stars on your collar, a few pictures on the wall. That's what you're doing, this in the name of. And you can live with that. At least we had officers in the early 90s when we went to school. At least we had some that cared, that would call moms, hey, the such and such go to school today. The DARE program, they spend a little time with you, even though, we always been weary of police for good reason. You had some that acted like they cared about the community. You're allowing all this to go on in this city in the name of gentrification, so that these rednecks become more richer and more powerful, and they slide you a few tokens, give you a badge of honor, a few stars on your collar, and a few pictures. And you happy with that? Yeah. You might as well at this point just come on and say, yo, it's not my problem. We know that's how you feel. We know that's how you feel. It shows. It's out of control, bro. It's out of control. Never seen nothing like it. Black shirt. But when the tragedy happened to Israel, I remember you were on the front line at them churches, at them synagogues in Mandarin. Oh yeah, you had a lot to say about that. I meant Jewish people, the Jewish community. You spoke on their behalf. Because you better had to. You had a lot to say about that tragedy. But what about the hundreds of tragedies that we witness every year and have been witnessing every year for the past 40, 50 years? So much blood on this city, bro. For real. What does the Jewish community have to do with you unless your hands are in their pockets? And you know what happens when your hands are in their pockets? The cat got your tongue. That's what it's looking like. But be real, bro. You making that Glover look bad, dog. Real bad. He the only black sheriff we had that was worth something. People still talk about him to this day. I barely hear your name mentioned. What's your agenda? You want to play the politics game? Just know you're playing with our lives, our black lives. And I'm not going to say black lives matter. Human lives matter. But you see what's happening to humans in a community where people that look just like you reside the most. Hamas, the war in Israel and Palestine, everybody talking about that. But let's talk about some real shit, man. What's going on in this city? That's all I'm saying. We know the niggas that's you put in the streets are plants. We know who they are. We know they work for you. But you can stop that too. You can stop that too. You can cease a lot of stuff. It's bad enough that the leaders we have at this current day, they're not shit. From the pastors to the so-called civil rights leaders that's still around. It's all politics. It's all hands in the pocket, cat got your tongue about real issues that need to be resolved. And you know what's even crazier? You know who's behind these tragedies just like we know who's behind these tragedies. And I'm not telling you that we need to lock people up. But you could do a lot more than what you're doing. Crime went way down when that glove was the shirt. That's all I'm saying. Follow that protocol, but it's not in your heart to. We're all starting to see what kind of sheriff you represent. It's crazy, bro. It's bad enough the leaders in this city don't really give a fuck, and the ones that do, they don't have the platform. Y'all don't push them. Y'all don't put money behind them, support them. Those people fight until the day they die, literally. And the sad part about it is that JSO harasses them too, threatens them too, tries to move them out the way. I wonder who told them to do that. The leaders that really cared in this city, they had absolutely no recognition. You barely see them on the news, and when you do see them on the news, they're crying out, saying, hey, where are you? We need help. And they really don't say what they really, I don't want to say should be saying, really, they don't really say what needs to be said. So I'm going to just say it for them. What they're really saying is, where's the sheriff? Where's the mayor? Y'all the most powerful people in this city. Y'all see this shit going on? The solution is not locking people up, bro. The solution is serving humanity and practicing humanity and teaching humanity in our communities. Instead of trying to profit off of gentrification. Knowing that this city is still, I'm going to just say it, the city, yeah, the days of segregation legally are over, but this city is still mostly segregated, bro. They just not trying to gentrify and come in the hood to be closer to downtown. Y'all just building more shit for the rednecks, bringing more money in for the rednecks, and overlooking the people that built this city, who made this city what it is. Duval. Y'all making money off of that. What about the nigga who made that? The man who made that, the man who started saying that first, he wasn't white. Y'all got a national football team using a slang word that a nigga from the hood made. A nigga started saying that. Now white people just took that and copyrighted it and put it on t-shirts with a Jaguar on. A national football team. I didn't make that. Y'all used to look at niggas crazy when we used to go down to the landing and Jacksonville Jaguar events and go to games and go out of town screaming. Dude, y'all look at us crazy. What's that? Now y'all saying it. Now it's not Jacksonville, it's Duval. Redneck Mount. Man, listen. That's the shit I be talking about. Duval. Shut the fuck up. That's the kind of shit that pisses me off too. Y'all gonna give that man some bread? We all know who he is. Y'all gonna give him some bread? Y'all gonna break him off? Y'all gonna make sure, you know what I'm saying, some of the boys in his family that's coming up, they got a chance of playing for a team like the Jaguars one day? Fuck no. Y'all know who made this shit up, man. I'm just making y'all aware of what's really going on. It's crazy, but it's true. That's how they do. And I'm pretty sure it's the same in other cities, but I'm just bringing awareness because I don't hear nobody coming out against this public. Because they're scared. For good reason. I was at first. But now, bro, this shit has to stop. It's your boy Jah'Preme signing off. Peace.